So every time when I mention that I'm doing the caffeine research, people always first express a huge interest, but then followed by a self-defending question. Well, so I drink coffee every day and I'm totally fine and robust, right? So what is the big deal to study it? Well, I would say it depends on what you think about trusting a liar. So before I start talking about caffeine, let's start with our friend, endogenous adenosine. So we all have that one friend who is loyal and trustful and frank to us with all the truths that we need to know. Adenosine is like this kind of friends. And responsible to tell us, you are tired after a long day work, you should go to sleep. Unfortunately, people don't like ugly truths, and that's where caffeine comes into play. So caffeine as an antagonist of adenosine receptor plays a role as a liar and makes us think that we are not tired by blocking the message that adenosine tries to send us. But it doesn't mean that you are really not tired. Actually, the evidence has shown that acute caffeine consumption is mostly only helpful to alleviate your subjective sleepiness and probably improve your reaction time. But when it comes to a task which requires a higher cognitive function, for example, working memory, and caffeine probably don't, it only helps you to respond faster, but not more accurate. And the accuracy is sometimes even worsened. So in our recent study where we treated people with moderate dosage of caffeine, which is roughly equivalent to 6 espresso per day, for 10 days, where we actually found a lower medial temporal gray matter compared to placebo, which is exactly the critical region for memory function. Not done yet. So we all know that lies don't last long. And sometimes people feel even more pain after being deceived. That's also the case for caffeine. Because long-term caffeine antagonism leads to an upregulation of adenosine receptor availability, which means as soon as the antagonist is gone, imagine all your adenosine friends just crawled up and shout at you, please go to sleep. Sorry. And that's where you start feeling even more tired than you're supposed to be. It is a typical caffeine withdrawal symptom and also the critical reason why we consume caffeine on a daily basis and believe that it helps us to be more awake because it makes us more sleepy in the first place. Sorry, I'm a speeder. So now you might want to rethink about your daily coffee routine. But I would say we all need a little white lies in our life to make our life smoother, right? So just drink adequately and wisely, but always trust your friend adenosine to take a rest whenever your body needs it. Thank you very much.